It's week 4 of the National Football League.
And there's no love lost between these NFC North foes. Buckle up. There's football coming your way. Just ahead on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also make...
Both teams sitting at 1-2 coming into this one. Somebody's going to get back to 500 here in week 4 as away we go. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
They'll run here on first down. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Play action on first down. Rolling out to his left. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a gain of 12 there. And they'll have first down.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Back to throw now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Another chance for him. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's in for the touchdown. These guys finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this 3rd-year QB.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 46-yard line.
From the 46. Complete out to the right. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They're going play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
3rd and long for him here. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now give left side. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got his target, it's Baker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Throwing now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they get this down to the 28. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Neither side separating much so far. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will take this in. Touchdown! These guys take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys double their lead to 14. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it sets up 2nd down. He'll throw it. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action on 1st. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. He'll throw it yet again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He picks up 15 on the play, and that gives them the first. Back to throw. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's gonna push one deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That goes for 36 yards. And that'll give them a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing off the play fake here. Bails out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Here's the handoff. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Call it 1 yard on the play. And that leaves him with 3rd and 14. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He has it at the 13. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. The offense getting set to go. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Plowing up the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 31. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He has the first over the middle, and he'll get it up to the 44. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll give him a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From midfield on 2nd down. Hauled in left side. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs for him at the 38. Slot receiver headed left. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26, and they're going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. Well, Brocky found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He'll take this at the 10. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He's dropping back to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. On now comes their punter. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Their offense ready to take the field now. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing the out route complete. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Prior to first down, they decided to call a timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Completes this one to Gray. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So on 3rd down, they're going to go ahead and bring him out to try and get 3 here before the half. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And the deficit stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Back to throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to go out of bounds. So that's halftime for us here. It's a 7-point game after our first 2 quarters. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Garrett Gilbert, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they have the lead in that one as that game's gone to halftime. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Fielded at the 7. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Offside, defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty. Trying the right side. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He just throws this one away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. To throw it on 1st down. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Only took him 1 play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Play action on 1st down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He beams one deep right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
This one taken in by Baker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They've got 1st down from the 31. Slot man motioned over. They'll run here on 1st down. Room to run inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And these guys double their lead to 14. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home teams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go now.
Here's a throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to the well again. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Only a couple of yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now. Setting up a throw. Finds him on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates...
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
You get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, "Not in my house."
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Getting right back to it after that interception. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down. Pass play coming here. That one's complete. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
This offense making its way back out now. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. The handoff on 3rd and short. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. First down, ball at the 36. Looking to the air here. Got his target, it's Baker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. So we're through 3 here. They've got it with a lead, hoping to carry it across the finish line. Second and 3 now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys can take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2. Punting unit out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. In this linebacker today, we had the interception earlier, a sack right now, you've got to start figuring out a plan for him or he will take over this game.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. Fields this at the 42. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Throwing now, off play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it sets up 1st down. They'll try and throw it here. They did it! He made the interception!
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Now outruns their offense to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And second verse, same as the first. He's bottled up at the line of scrimmage. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give him a 1st down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete out to the right. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
They send a receiver in motion right. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys with a 5-point lead. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Running it now out of the gun. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. They send him left out of the slot. Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. They'll run here following the penalty. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Their offense running back out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They'll get 18 yards there, and they'll have 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. He'll look to throw it. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Setting up to pass. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. What a game for our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.